Welcome to Championship Weekend for Athletes Unlimited in Dallas, Texas. The final 4 matches determine who takes home a first ever individual volleyball title. Championship favorite Jordan Larson remains on top. Can Bethania de la Cruz hammer her way back into contention? Others fight to remain among the elite. Who will step up to our final podium? Karsta Lowe, Bree King, Aubrey Cruz, and Deja McClendon all fight for end-of-season spoils. The chase for the podium races towards the finish. Every dig, ace, block, every point will decide who plays their way into history. Our final Sunday night of volleyball is on the way. Championship coverage happens now. Tonight's match is presented by Mariner Wealth Advisors. Home for the last month plus, Dallas, Texas. Welcome to your Sunday evening helping of volleyball for one last time. It is Team Lowe taking on Team De La Cruz inside Fair Park Coliseum. Hi, everybody. Once again, Kevin Barnett, joined by my partner, two-time national team captain, Salima Rockwell. Salima, we enter the middle day of our final weekend of play. And what is at stake in this match?
Well, there's a lot at stake here, especially for Bethania de la Cruz. She needs to win this match to hang on to second place. And of course, if Karsta Lowe's team wins, she can overtake her absolutely from third to second. But the other thing to remember, there is money at stake for all of these players. The higher you finish, the more money you end up making.
One way to make it into the money is with some offensive output, but it can't be done without some defense. Let's look at the liberos who will be active in this one, trying to create opportunities for others. First, Dolly Rosado.
Dolly Rosado is a fantastic libero that has shown everyone how she can play the game. It's really with her passing and her defense. She changes direction faster than anyone that I've seen.
And then Namaris Velez Augusto.
Well, Namaris Velez Augusto is in the running. She's one of 3 players that can win that Defensive Player of the Year award. She's shown it with her high volleyball IQ and the effort she gives in the game.
Remember, $5,000 awarded for that Geico Defensive Player of the Year, to be determined by possibly your votes. All right, Namaris and Dolly both looking to create opportunities, but also passing.
Well, and that's going to be crucial tonight for both teams. We've seen with both teams, they need the passing to be steady to be successful.
To chronicle the league, we have the Geico leaderboard. We look at this every time it's updated, and it's getting close.
It's getting better and better every single match. Aubrey Cruz and Bree King right there neck and neck, but Bree King is breathing down the neck of Karsta Lowe, so there's a lot of movement that can happen. Tonight's match is certainly going to determine it, and the following match as well.
Would be wild if Aubrey Cruz could take over for her teammate, Bree King. That's a heavy lift there. Speaking of a heavy lift, look at that. The Book of Unlimited, 25 pounds, 500 pages of Athletes Unlimited history.
Well, and that everyone is wanting to be in this Book of Unlimited. They're fighting for that position in the book.
And Salima Rockwell has submitted a writing sample to see if she can work on her calligraphy enough to be in there. Mentioned the weight of it. This is something designed to chronicle softball, volleyball, and lacrosse to come. Everyone who has participated will be in there, but particularly the champions will be noted. An incredible tome that will carry the history of this league. As we get you started, let's go down to the player level as Allie Bastinelli gets started with Rhett Larson.
Say something funny. I'm mic'd up.
Oh, God.
I like his warm-ups, personally. I feel like maybe he'll have us do like the robot or something again. I'm gonna stick with that. They're coming for blood tonight. I can feel it.
Athletes Unlimited Volleyball on Fox Sports is sponsored by Guaranteed Rates. Back to this jewel of an American city, Dallas, Texas. Team De La Cruz, Team Lowe on the floor as the starters get ready for their next to last match of this first season of Athletes Unlimited Volleyball. First, our starters for Team Lowe. Karsta Lowe sends a familiar group to the line. They'll be anchored on the offense by Samantha Seliger Swenson.
Well, and she has done such a nice job this weekend, last night, running that fast offense, giving Carcelo the ball she needs. So we'll see how they come through tonight in this match.
For De La Cruz, both these teams coming off losses. It was a tough one last night. The numbers were off offensively. They had some options, but they stayed with the same starting lineup. Odina Alieva will be in there. Ebony Wanabu at opposite. Kelly Hunter at the controls there. As we get started, we have a little shout out for the MVP.
Hi, my name is Emma Arado. I'm 8 years old. My favorite player is Betty De La Cruz. I would pick her for MVP.
All right, it's done, Emma. Thank you. We'll just go ahead and put that in. Write that in the Book of Unlimited right now. MVP, match 1, next to last day, Betania De La Cruz, number 81. That was easy. Odina Alieva gets us started. And it's defense from the opposite first, Wanabu. That ball will not make it back over. The celebration started early, but it was appropriate. Look at Carcelo, possible member of Team USA again in the upcoming Tokyo Olympic Games. Former head coach Karch Karai has been a huge supporter and booster of this league. Already a bronze medalist in 2016, Carcelo. Ollie Tolliver into serve right away, number 80. Nice dig. Samantha Seliger-Swenson. You can call her Triple S. That is a miss on a high ball, and that might be one of the break points here for Team Lowe.
Well, and that's going to be part of the story. Can they handle the ball? Even if they're playing good defense, they dig the ball high and the ball's set off the net. Can the outside score? Can they still get to the ball?
Simone Abbott will be a player to watch there, number 42 in blue, as Ali Bastianelli goes back once again. The double nickel. Tough serve, not a lot to be done with that. Sambothi, who was on fire in warm-ups.
She was bouncing balls in warm-up. She definitely looked like she had her coffee or whatever she needed before the match. But she's ready to go, crushing balls in warm-up. Looks good so far.
What was your preparation go-to?
My preparation was just kind of get my mind right. Listen to some music. I would listen to music to get pumped up a little bit.
All right, give us an artist. Back corner is good from Carcelo. What was the, come on, you grew up in Pittsburgh.
Little AC/DC.
Heavy metal era, yeah, that was an easy guess.
That'll get you going.
Going Whitesnake after we go AC/DC, where are we headed?
Quite possibly.
Okay. Second one from Sambothi is a miss. That was a planetary ball. I believe before it hit the ground, that was 5 full days and nights.
Looked like it spun a little bit there, hit it on the side. But I like how they're starting with the middles, getting the middles involved early because they need to open some stuff up for the pins.
Nice pass, Betania De La Cruz with a beautiful looking kill. Looking for a little rhythm as the offense, the big two here for Betania De La Cruz's side. Ebony and Betty hit 150 and 190 last night.
Yeah, it wasn't their best offensive performances, and I think they both knew that. You saw that in warm-up. I talked about Sambothi, but Betty De La Cruz looked really good in warm-up as well. I think there was some conversation happening on that side of the net about the urgency.
Tough serve. Handled, and both middles now missed. Who are matched up currently. That's Sambothi and McCabe. Carcelo, third time as captain here in our 5 weeks. First time didn't work out. Second time was good. Went 2-1. Both teams coming in at 0-1. Long connection to McCage, dug by Alieva. Overhead, Wanabu. Nice swing to the deep corner. There's the heat we expect from Ebony Wanabu.
I tell you, Todina Alieva, a couple of really big plays, defensive moves by her in that middle back. It's going to be big for Team De La Cruz tonight for her to have a big night.
Kelly Hunter, who went undefeated into last weekend, but is on a 4-match skid. Nice dig by NVA. All the offensive options were there for Team Low. The tip out of the middle was not the one I would have expected to see.
No, me neither.
But it works. 5-4.
I see Nomaris Velez Augusto. This is why she's in the running for the Defensive Player of the Year. Balanced, steady, and digs those hard-driven balls and really is able to control them.
Simone Abbott misses, and worth noting that Holly Tolliver has been subbing in for Simone Abbott to serve. We've seen a lot of improvement out of number 42 throughout. I think serving is another area she can continue to work on and develop.
Absolutely. That's something that everyone can. It's that one skill where you're by yourself on the end line with your thoughts. You got to take care of the ball.
Your thoughts and your emotions,
Yeah.
depending on how that might work for you. McClendon misses. Yeah, there are some real questions coming off of yesterday for both these sides in terms of hitting production. Asia McClendon was one of those questions.
Well, we've got a few unforced errors right now on the side of Team Low. McCage, McClendon, and Abbott as well.
Molly McCage came in at 450, leading the league in hitting efficiency, and she went 0 yesterday. There's McClendon, and she's been a pendulum. Back and forth we go inside of a weekend, typically.
She has. It comes and goes in spurts and streaks. She's had some long ones. I think, you know, once it gets going, once she starts feeling it, she gets going.
Is there any one thing that comes to mind as to why the success is there or not?
Well, sometimes I feel like it's the speed of the ball and the pace of the ball for her.
Okay.
We'll see where we are here.
Well, yeah, this is going to be interesting because the overcall would come before the net by Nia Grant, who followed through and grabbed the top of the tape.
She did. That would definitely be the question.
Will be under review.
And that's exactly what's being said right now.
Betania De La Cruz explaining there was an over, boom, over, and then
Michelle Prater, our R1. Yeah, so you have a contact from Hunter, who is back row, and then you have Nia Grant contact the ball immediately following. That's a back row attack.
that's what it looks like to me.
That's the end of the play. Doesn't matter what happens afterwards.
That's it. If this ball is over the net, which it is.
Clearly. Yeah, that play's over. I think they called it correctly in live action.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
So Devaney McCarty, our R2, will let us know, and it does remain that way. I mentioned the losses these two teams have had. Team Low 55-72, did win one set yesterday against Team Larson. So they did take home 40 set points. It was a loss 58-68 on the Team De La Cruz side, again taking one set against Team King. Took the first set on the strength of a 9-2 run to finish it. That was about it for them in terms of control of that match. Karsten Lowe issues a facial. The ball is alive. NVA with her helmet on. And inside the block it goes.
Deja McClendon sneaks that one through inside the block, but I'm telling you, Karsten Lowe absolutely blew up Damaris Velez Augusto. She comes up laughing after this play. Huge swing down the line. Oh, she got her. She got her right in the side of the face. But she's okay. She's still out there.
Another dig by McCage. Deja converts a turn down the line. Here comes Team Low.
Molly McCabe, let's give credit where credit's due. Just sitting in that cross court, waiting for Alieva to hit that ball. And McClendon reaching, high swing, snapping down the line. That's the key for her.
Can you diagnose that serve?
No.
Okay.
I got nothing. She's got to work on that. Have a meeting with herself.
Went to the doctor's office there and came away without a prescription. Serve still unhealthy. McClendon, tough high ball. Ebony hard into the angle this time. It was deep corner. This one is sharp.
You know, this is a good sign for Team De La Cruz. I tell you, last night I didn't see as much heat as I normally do from Ebony Nwanobu. She's taken some big swings early, hard swings early.
Oh, finally the block got to the line, and they stopped Carstolo.
That's exactly what you're looking at. Sometimes it's where the block is set. It's not necessarily who ends up touching the ball that makes it such a good block. Adina Alieva lining up nicely on Carstolo.
McClendon's on fire.
Telling you, it's that tempo, it's that ball, that rhythm, and keeping that arm high, man. I tell you, she tends to just kind of drop that elbow sometimes when she gets tentative. I think when she's confident and going for it, keeps that elbow high, and that's what she's successful.
When the new AU Jam comes out, get 3 kills, ball's on fire. Sit Deja every time now. Oh, let her just block everything too. Pull it in tight for the celebration.
The double pump. Look at that, lined up perfectly here on Nwanobu. Big hands, pressing over the net.
I don't want to see the other Deja McClendon card. I want to see the celebration card. That should be the valuable one.
For sure.
Tops, I know she was doing it when you had your secondary shoot. We want to see that on the Tops cards. The double elbows in tight, fists up high. Keep it up, Deja. Keep up your dukes.
I think she got that from Roger. I think she got that from her dad. I think he had that same move.
We'll have to see if there's video evidence. Originally out of Cincinnati, Ohio, went to Penn State, multiple national championships there. Got married during the pandemic. She's all stoked. She got her first piece of mail with her married name. It was from Athletes Unlimited while we were here. That second contact does not come to fruition for Team De La Cruz, and we are at a French fry kind of a moment.
Deja McClendon to serve for Team Lowe.
11-11 set 1. Kevin Barnett alongside Salima Rockwell. Middle day of competition, 3 straight to finish our Athletes Unlimited inaugural season here in Dallas, Texas. Glad you're joining us on Fox Sports 2. The ball tight again. Nia Grant quickly out of the middle.
Nia bringing some heat out of the middle of the court. Fast swing, high arm. Nice connection with Triple S.
12-11. Up high for Alieva. Nice touch by the block. Karsta gets the tip to go.
I like what Team Lowe is doing right now with their block, getting excellent block touches, controlling the ball off of those, so they're able to run their offense.
(13-11). Can Team Lowe break away here mid-set? Again, Alieva, this time a roll shot. That's not going to go. Betty. Boombaye, but it's dug anyway. How about another?
I knew that was going to happen. After that first swing, she unloaded on that ball. Samantha Seliger-Swenson dug it, but she was calling for it, signaling for it. She's got that look in her eyes. She's ready to go today. And here comes that second one. She is screaming for it, got her hand up, ready to go.
Chopped down the line. Bethania De La Cruz shows you why she has been a top-level professional for going on a decade.
Just an unbelievable array of shots. The arm, terminal, the vision, unbelievable. She's got great control of her hand.
Ava with a nice dig. That fast set to the outside for Abbott pays off once again.
I'm so pleased with this change of the speed to Simone Abbott. That's what Samantha Seliger-Swenson does so well. She can just lay it up there, kind of just sits there. It's fast, but she can get on top of this ball quick in the seam of the block.
Tolliver with the defense after the serve. Little reset, Carstolo there. And it's McCage in front with a little thumb down.
Well, what makes McCage so good is her ability to get her hand up. Unbelievable play by Ebony Wanabu. And McCage's ability to get her arm up quick when the ball is a little bit low or she's fading away from it.
That ball looked wide. Indeed. 16-13. Tolliver in to serve. Technical timeout hits with a lead of 3. Team low. All smiles here in set 1. Carstolo's team feeling the flow, doing the bull dance here in the first. Third trip to the captain's chair for Carstolo. What was the strategy this week?
My draft strategy was, to build as strong as a team as I could for the last week, and I really liked how we played last weekend. I was able to maintain a lot of those players, and we got some firepower and new Molly McCage, so yeah, I'm excited.
That is your guaranteed rate draft recap. Deja McClendon was one of the 6 pieces that were put back together, trying to grab all the pieces off the floor after you assembled the puzzle for last weekend. It was thrown on the ground, and you had to pick it up again. So she went around earlier this time with Deja McClendon.
She did. I mean, I think she knew how well Deja played, but it was not just her play. It was the chemistry with her team, the energy, the fire, and that's what Carstolo was looking for. She wanted someone that can keep things together and give her team a lot of energy and positivity.
Deja McClendon solidly inside the top 5 there for the outside hitters. And these gaps you're looking at are between positions. This is very much like watching Formula 1 racing and how many seconds you're back from the next spot. So 7:51 to the top for Bethania De La Cruz, but you see the gaps are small back there. Deja's been a little bit of a Jekyll and Hyde at that outside hitter position. Overall for the weekend, hit 241 last week, but hit 0 in one, 560 in another. We saw an inefficient performance last night. We've seen an efficient performance so far tonight from Deja. Karsta's showing you quite a bit of range early on. Again. There it is in 2 swings.
And I know people watch Carstolo and they say, wow, she just has a hard arm, a fast arm, but it's what you're talking about, that range. She's seeing the block really well, moving the ball around, which is not an easy thing to do. Moving it hard cross court, down the line, tipping, you start tip over the top of the block. She's got it all.
Oh, Abbott had that one. No doubt cursing herself on that play, as there's only 2 people in the gym can hit it that hard.
Yeah, that's that's a lot of heat. But Simone Abbott comes under. I like how they're doing this. She's really aware of all those tips. She's playing them well, handling all those chopped balls to the middle of the court. That one just got away from her, and that's when you end up paying.
I think next year you should set up like the Betania de la Cruz experience. You have to wear a helmet. They just put you in there and shoot balls at you at 80 miles an hour.
Oh, that would be awesome. You need to get in that.
Yeah, I will. Nice high swing, no touch call. Make sure we say thank you to our presenting court partner, Geico, for their support of Athletes Unlimited, as we have another review. Looking for a touch at the net is Team De La Cruz. That ball was solidly out of bounds, but did it go through the fingertips? Betania de la Cruz tell you yes.
Yes, of course she will. I actually thought it was touched on the swing live, but we will see. Oh, there's that left hand of Molly McCage. I see a finger back there. What do you think? Am I imagining that?
Looks like it might get bent back there. That would be the tiniest of touches.
It would be. But a touch is a touch.
Well, nowadays it is. Years ago, it was a competition in campaigning.
Yeah.
Yeah, just out of frame there. Betania de la Cruz, 2012 Olympian, about to be an Olympian again in Tokyo. Dominican Republic has qualified. We'll get a good view here, I think.
Yeah. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. That first view, I thought I saw that middle finger, the non-clubbed finger of Molly McCage.
The non-buddy tape?
Yeah.
I don't think she gets it. And remember, it was called out, so you have to reverse it.
I know.
Because that would rip your finger back.
Well, unless it's a little baby touch. That would just...
No, it's not a baby touch. There is no touch. You mean boo?
No, not boo because of the call, but I thought I saw it. It's all about me right now.
Okay, Team De La Cruz has used all of their challenges, and we are only at 18-14. A lot of volleyball potentially to be played if they come back here in set 1. 2 challenges per team per set, so will not affect really the rest of this match. Remember, 3 sets to be played. Betty again. McCage with the slide. There is a perfect connection. I had that down. Do you get the long connections to Molly when your passing's not quite there? Can you just fire it back to number 5?
You can if you're Samantha Seliger-Swenson, because you can put it on the money. It rarely drops too low. It rarely falls inside. She has such great feel of the ball on the court.
Betty again blocked. Redirected. McCage doing it all. And my goodness, is that Jordan Larson on the outside?
That's what I was going to say. Take some notes.
Who is that? I didn't bring my glasses. Is that Jordan Larson?
Out of the book of Larson. For you, Simone Abbott.
You haven't been using your high balls for getting blocked. You've been using them for jamming it through. Simone Abbott and the intelligent play of Team Low has them up big. Back in Dallas, you're looking at number 4, Erica Hanley, who played her last season in France. She got depressed because of the weather. That's usually common, but it's because there wasn't enough snow for the woman from Minnesota. She loves snow, and she also loves Idina Menzel, and on her 21st birthday, something very special happened.
I have been in love with Idina Menzel since I was 10 years old, from watching her in Rent and Wicked. And I always had this dream of seeing her perform, and she came to Minneapolis for a concert near my 21st birthday. And I had heard about her kind of auctioning off the chance to sing one of her specific songs with her from Rent, called Take Me or Leave Me. And you know, it's a pipe dream. I was like, it's not gonna happen. People are paying thousands of dollars to sing with her. And the event that we went to, it was actually a gala it was a fundraiser event. The song came on and she sings the first verse, and second verse comes around and she says, "Does anyone know this song?" And I finally got the guts to raise my hand and stand up, and she came straight to me and she brought the microphone out and took me into the crowd, and I sang the second verse. It was the best moment of my life.
Well, it was unbelievable when she talked to us about that, and we were fortunate to see the video of it. One of the most powerful and emotional things, everyone started cheering. She got up, she wasn't sure she was gonna do it, and she sang, and it was unbelievable. What a cool moment for Erica Hanley.
There's another moment for Simone Abbott. Big stuff block. This first set is going the way of blue.
I tell you, even yesterday when they were down and not ahead by a lot of points, they still had good energy. They were still a vibe about that team that was, they were okay. They were going to be okay.
Dump cannot be handled. You and I ran into Triple S, Samantha Seliger-Swinson, the setter, and we were chatting with her last night about that just briefly. And you said something I thought definitely was true, that it didn't feel like the score on the board reflected what was happening on the floor.
And it's so interesting how that happens. Sometimes you can just feel it. It's kind of in your gut, everyone, like from the court and from watching, but it looked okay. They were still smiling, they were playing hard. They just weren't finishing those rallies. Like, they were playing good volleyball and then just couldn't close.
Right, but then you looked up at the scoreboard and it was 25-12 at the end.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was crazy. So, I mean, I'm not surprised that they're playing so well today.
Minnetonka, Minnesota native, one of many Gophers in the league this year. Big Ten well represented. That tip is good. Ellie Hunter can't quite get there, trying to slide her hand underneath it.
Like, she almost even went past it. It hit her wrist a little bit. Misjudged it just a little bit. See if Team De La Cruz can make up some of these points. Again, it's so important for Betty De La Cruz right now for her team to come away with a lot of points in this match. Significant match for her and her position on the leaderboard.
Remember, it is the overall that counts for the 60 points. So whether you score those when you're already getting defeated in a first set, you come back 2 or 3 points when your opponent has a set point, or whether you do it in the middle, it doesn't matter. It all counts towards that end score, which is what we talk about as Team Low will challenge this one.
Like that ball was called in.
So ball called in. Team Low felt like that wasn't true. They have 2 challenges remaining. They have used one of them now. We had a chance to catch up with Samantha Seliger-Swinson, the setter, and she was one of 8 kids in her house. Some nieces and nephews moved in, and they had 4 already, 4 girls in the Seliger-Swinson household, and added in 4 more.
That's a lot.
It was a lot. So they had a new house, but then all of a sudden you have 8 kids.
Yes.
And her mom's volleyball team, unbeknownst to her, sent in a application to Extreme Home Makeover.
Unbelievable.
And Ty brought the bus.
Yeah, brought the bus. They won. She said actually there were 3 families in the running, so they really didn't know until they came to the door that it was them. So unbelievable experience. That ball's in.
Yeah, 2007 is the year this happened.
Yeah.
So they just sold the house this last winter. Now everybody's getting older, getting out. The 3 younger girls in the Seliger-Swinson house are still there. Stella Swenson and her twin Olivia, both playing volleyball, 15 years old, and Eva, 13 years old, also a volleyball player.
A lot of volleyball in that family. Mom is a volleyball coach, one of the best coaches in that area, in the country.
Call will remain as it was, ball in, and I think you saw there on the replay that that was true. We've had 3 challenges, and now a 5-point lead for Team Low, still going. Seliger-Swinson in the front row, back row Karsta Low. Betania De La Cruz, jumper coming. She likes that gap, wrist away. There's a nice block. Alieva next to.
When you watch the block of Adina Alieva, as soon as that ball is passed off the net, she moves in. Like she's all the way in the court, knows that this ball has to go to Carcelo. It's a great block scheme by Alieva based on the serve of Betty De La Cruz.
Low 4 kills, been blocked twice. A service. Betty brought it back to the other gap this time.
Don't forget, it's hard to put a ball where you want it on a very tough jump serve, topspin serve like this. But Betty De La Cruz knows where she wants it to go, and she puts it there intentionally.
Depends on who you are.
Well, right. But it's hard.
It's fun is what it is. Low with the dig. McClendon skips it through. And it will eventually find the floor. Counted for Deja McClendon. That'll be her 5th kill on 8 swings for Deja. So, all right.
She'll take the rattle.
Yeah.
She'll take it. Again, De La Cruz not out of reach at all. They can go on a couple of runs here.
Ebony Wanaboo. I don't think there's any stopping that one.
No. High, it's deep into the court. Can't even get in front of it.
Coach at Minnesota, Hugh McCutcheon, would say, sometimes you have to recognize the greatness of your opponent. There's one of those moments.
That's it. Let it go. That's it. Move on.
Clinton again. Blocked. Wanaboo Bastianelli. That is a huge wall.
It is a monster block. I'm going to keep going back to Adina Alieva, slowing things down at the net. Ball comes back over, gives the other 2 blockers an opportunity to get a set block, closed block.
Question is, at 23-21, late in the set, has De La Cruz done enough to slow the inertia of Team Low? Maybe. (23-22) timeout, Team Low. It's been pressure from Team Low to Team De La Cruz throughout this first set. All of a sudden, Team De La Cruz has done a little bit of work, just chipping away at the lead. Gives us an opportunity to show you, if you're brand new to Athletes Unlimited Volleyball, welcome, you made it just in time. And this is our points breakdown. We keep talking about those win points, those set victories, each worth 40 points, 180 total team points available in every match. Those will be added to the score of every player on the roster of the winning side. MVP points, you the fan can vote for those, as well as every player who plays in the match takes a vote right after the match is complete. And those are awarded, and then the individual points from the beginning of the season to the very last action you take. All those points add in, positive or negative. And the value of positive points was on display last night with Cass Lickman. Had only 3 kills, made no errors, had 2 aces, made no errors, and she led everyone in points. So that's wild.
Absolutely.
If you want to support the league, there's a number of ways you can do it. If you want to get something fantastic for yourself, get on over to auprosports.com. Get your official Athletes Unlimited gear, and do not forget to follow us on social for exclusive insider content. That is AU Pro Sports, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, wherever your social lives. How about Northwestern Volleyball getting behind the 4-2?
As they should. I mean, she was such a huge player for them in her time at Northwestern. Nice to see them supporting her and watching.
They posted the right color, too.
They did.
She's wearing purple.
She's on the blue team this week, but we think she looks best in purple. That's great.
And Simone Abbott's numbers tonight, just 200, 2 kills, 5 digs. But she has shown an ability to be patient in the last couple of weeks and then explode for kill after kill.
She has. And I mean, it's early on, and I like what she's doing defensively. She's making some good plays, and there's a lot more to the game than just getting kills, and that's what people have to remember, especially as an outside hitter. You have to be able to pass the ball well and dig well and block as well.
Yeah, for her, it's a lot of passing. She's been a target for sure with Taylor Sambothi, who's been hitting her serve at a higher and higher level throughout the league. Works right at Abbott and Rosado. Out of the timeout, Lowe misses. 23 apiece. Thought this first set might have been lost for Team Dela Cruz. Betty giving you the big X. No. Here we go. A battle of 2, win by 2. Turns into a 1-point lead and a set point for Team Dela Cruz. What a reversal. A reversal normally only worth 1 point. In this case, it'll be worth 40.
This is how Team Lowe started. A couple of unforced errors early on. Now forcing a couple of swings they didn't want to take. Some big misses here at the end.
So Karsta Lowe and her side, a little bit of time to discuss and catch up. Who do you go to out of the timeout with a set on the line? And where do you go to get your first ever Topps trading card set for professional volleyball? Well, you go to Topps.com. You get it there. 5 p.m. April 2nd is the deadline. If you want to get a Deja McClendon, I want the celebration one, Topps. Give that to me. Your time's up on April 2nd, so get your order in before that time. A unique collectible set featuring all of the athletes as well as other notable moments and things associated with the Athletes Unlimited volleyball season. Hurry up and get yours today at Topps.com. Look at our Geico leaderboard. Jordan Larson extending that lead, but Dania Dela Cruz trying to hang on to that second spot with Karsta Lowe in the hunt.
I mean, she's right there. That's why they know. They're keeping track of these points. They are very aware of how far they are from one another. Everyone, and this is not just Betania Dela Cruz and Karsta Lowe. It's significant for Bree King and Ari Cruz as well. So you look at who's going to win this. If Karsta Lowe's team loses this match, that's going to slide those two up a little bit further. And so it's neck and neck right now in this stage in the middle day.
If you're Bree King tomorrow night, when you're facing off with Team Lowe, at what point is it halfway through set 2, or is it at the end of set 2? Do you stop setting Ari Cruz, or do you just start sending it past the pin?
See, you might do that. Oh, but I don't know, man. That's an interesting question.
Bonus money on the line. They're on the same team.
That's right. It's going to be tough for her to surpass. But, you know, with enough kills, passing the ball well, defense, passing your teammate, I don't know, could happen.
24-23. Could the comeback become a set 1 victory? McClendon, did she get a touch? She did. Boy, Team Lowe had missed 2 of those. At the end of this set, finally McClendon comes through with.
Those were the balls we talked about earlier. It's crucial that the pins can hit out of system.
Lowe back to the front row. 3 hitters strong for Team Lowe. Ball is tight. Betty in the middle. Karsta. Blocked, covered. McClendon stuffs it for the point.
Wow, I thought that point was going to end with Ebony taking a huge rip. She did take a huge rip, but McClendon got in front of it.
How about that cover of Karsta Lowe's swing? I thought it was over then.
Well, I know. Alieva in a good spot again. This is what we've been waiting for. This is the kind of volleyball we knew we'd expect.
Set point for Team Lowe. Can they convert it? McClendon. Ebony through the block. Karsta. Good night now, set 1.
Wow. What a finish.
26-24, from doubt to assuredness. This Athletes Unlimited volleyball match is presented by Mariner Wealth Advisors. Back in Dallas, Texas with Ebony Wanabu after a tough first set. You guys had that comeback going. What was working at the end of that set you can capture for set two?
I think we just focused more on our side, just doing our jobs and playing volleyball. I think that worked really well. I think it's been a little bit tense the past couple of sets, so I think we loosened up and played more free, and hopefully we can start off that way.
We definitely saw that in the beginning of this match, the energy, the looseness. Is that something you had a conversation about as a team?
Yeah, we just talked about having fun. It's our last weekend, so why not just have a great time? So I think that's what we try to focus on, is just the fun and the energy and just playing volleyball together.
YOLO into set two.
Right.
Thanks, Ebony.
Thank you.
This has been Navigating the Win, presented by Mariner Wealth Advisors, helping you navigate your financial future, as these two players have navigated the first season quite well.
Well, they both have played at such a high level, and it was one of these 1-2 punches that every week you're like, ooh, is this going to be good? It's going to be crazy if Betty and Ebony are together, and that's what we're seeing. You know, they're still trying to find their groove as a team tonight and this weekend and see if they can put together a match win. But having each one of these on either side of the court is a significant advantage for any team.
Mentioned early on, it was 150 and 190 the hitting percentage. Ebony with just 8 kills last night. Team Delacruz a little more off balance than we had expected.
Yeah, they definitely were. You could see it was a little disjointed. I agree with Ebony when she said that you could see some of the tense, the tension among the players, and they are playing a lot more loose and free. Almost grabbing that first set. They were so close coming back, which I think carrying that momentum into the next set will be huge for them.
How much do team victories, team points, and your own performance add up to your success or failure? Well, I'll tell you what, right now, Carcelo is just 31 points behind Betania de la Cruz after that first set. So much yet to be decided here, but the chase is on for the second spot.
Nipping at her heels, and Betania de la Cruz knows it. She knows, and she's playing that way. She's playing at a much higher level. She's got a spring in her step. You can see her focus for every point. When things aren't going well, she's very serious. So they both are very aware.
Question is, will that comeback at the end of set one matter? Remember, it was 22-17. Will that matter in the overall for those plus 60 points, which could be crucial? We will see. Set two starts. Kevin Barnett alongside Selima Rockwell. Thanks for being with us here on FS2 and interacting with us on social. That ball is wide. I know a lot of you out there are interacting with us. Our own Gwen Spekas on Twitter says, I am a legit volleyball fan now. Who knew? If you haven't had the chance to watch AU Pro Sports volleyball yet, you have 2 full days of opportunity. Well, you have, just a bit under that to go now. Gwen, of course, in action, very successful on the softball side, now doing work for Athletes Unlimited here with volleyball. I expect you'll see her with lacrosse as well. Nice dig. Bastianelli. Have it. Into the block and out.
Simone Abbott doing a nice job with a ball that's a little tight and low. And I tell you, I am so impressed with the middles and how they're playing defense. That's a note for every young player out there, and how important it is to still be able to play defense. You're not just the middle.
Oliver with the dig. Yeah, and Karsta, get out of my way. I'm going to hit that thing.
Yep.
I appreciate that.
I do too, and she's calling for it. Molly moves out of the way. Tough play on the other side of De La Cruz. You'll see here, Molly was going to free ball it over, and Karsta gets her feet there and chops it to the middle of the court.
Oh, you have middles who want to tap it over or throw it or do something weird.
Listen, they're
Move.
just trying not to mess it up.
You're just a middle. Get out the way. Get out the way.
You're not just
middle.
a middle.
Move.
Don't listen to him, middles.
Substitution for flow number 15, Mia Grant in the game for Team
Yeah, I like an aggressive attack on a third attack, or a second, or a first. Just hit everything.
Well, and when you can get your feet to the ball, that's what she did. She was all the way across the court and had a good beat on it.
2-2, set 2. Serve from 52. Just out. But called in by our R1.
Now that time, it was coming at the line judge.
And I think there was a consultation that went on here with Team Low.
He turns.
Oh yeah, that's in.
It's in.
Hunter again. 2 aces to none. A lead for De La Cruz. There's Carstelo down the line, lighten up. Mars Velez Agosto.
And I tell you, that's a big block in front of her. Betty De La Cruz, her block, her hands are over the net. And Carstelo doing a really nice job seeing that and hitting around it.
That ball is too low. Excellent touch. Can you transition? Yes, you can if you have number 81.
Sure you can with her doing that. Smacking it off the top of the block. Nice job by Nomaris, putting that ball right on the money. You see, Betty De La Cruz doesn't take a full swing. She takes that half swing, intentionally hitting it high off the hands.
Oh, that was a pretty good block move. Just didn't work out. That ball's wide. No overrule this time.
Simone Abbott kind of went to her knees on that one. Maybe hoped it was going out of bounds.
Simone Abbott serving.
If you had McCage with an assist to Triple S, congratulations. Go see the cage and collect your money.
Definitely not a play you see every day.
The reverse bump set to the setter?
No, you never see it. Okay, never mind. Not just every day. Never.
Another rejection. And how about Simone Abbott dropping that ball short? A nice serve to get it started.
Got a nice contact on that ball, and it really sunk in front of the passers. But this is all Triple S here. Timing with that swing block. Look at that, perfectly lined up right there. Triple S getting her right hand on the ball.
OT. Wannabe.
Tell you, Team De La Cruz needs to get Ebony Wannabe rolling here a little bit towards the end of that last set. A couple of balls were tight when it counted. She couldn't do a lot with it, had to tip over, control the ball. But if they can get Ebony going here, they can go on a run.
Ace service, Taylor Sambothi. That's been said quite a bit over the last couple of weeks.
Tell you what makes her serve so effective. She's consistent with what she does. She does the same routine every time. She has that little, she smacks the ball down there. She controls it, keeps her hand up high, elbow high. Consistent strike on the ball.
A cage is stopped, and that is another point. We'll keep Sambothi on the line. Taylor told me, he said it's the mentality change for her too. She's been a bit more deliberate about hitting a hard serve. That's it. Not necessarily an area, but get back and hit your best serve.
Yeah, she said she's way better at that than really just trying to put it right on somebody. So she just goes for it.
Meet of the court with heat. Again. McClendon inside. This looks quite similar to set number 1 thus far. It was a mid-set break from Team Low that got them to 22-17, only to watch that evaporate all the way to a set point for Team De La Cruz before Team Low was able to recapture. Clinton inside again. This time NVA is there. McClendon there for the roll shot. What a defensive point. Overpass. Good night.
Unbelievable rally on both sides. Some incredible defense on the side of De La Cruz and Team Low. Overpass by De La Cruz. Huge finish by McClendon.
Nice dig. A scoop from Carstello. Another blast from De La Cruz. I think she has the record. That's 172 times she's hit a ball and has left the playing floor.
I tell you, she's serious right now. Like, she is not messing around anymore. She's done.
All right, a challenge from Carstello that there was a net violation in the middle of that rally, and a quite deliberate explanation to Michelle Prater about what she wished to challenge for the captain, number 25.
And I think she needs to tell her even when, or what approximately at what point during that rally did she see that.
Yeah, the international game has messed around with a buzzer that you would have to challenge in the middle of a point, and if you were incorrect, you lose the point. To try and eliminate this problem, which, as you can imagine, might be an issue, as it is here when everyone is a native English speaker, when you have international teams and international referees, for many of whom English is the secondary language or maybe tertiary language.
Yeah, that can be a big challenge.
That was a scoop early on.
It was such a great up by Karsten.
They're looking at that for a net violation. There is nothing there, perhaps here. Nothing has moved. And this is going to remain De La Cruz point. Confirmed as such. One challenge used, 2 per team per set. We saw Team De La Cruz and Bethania use their 2 challenges in set 1. 8-8, set 2. Grant, a thing of beauty.
Tell you what, I just love the speed that she's hitting this ball. She's going fast behind, but look how high she's getting on top of that and snapping it down, getting it in front of the defenders.
Pretty sharp angle back across court too.
Really sharp angle.
And this time it's in front. The result the same. Nia Grant back-to-back kills.
You watch the position of Samantha Seliger-Swenson. She is way off the net. This is what I've seen her do for years and years. Find the middles when she's off the net. She's so good at doing that.
Deeper serve. Odie wide. 11-8. A little bit earlier run here for Team Low, and this has been a good rotation for them with Samantha Seliger-Swenson at the line, hitting a tough serve as Aaron Fairs will come in for Odina Alieva. Same substitution we saw last night.
I tell you, and sometimes this is just mixing it up, because I'm super impressed with how Odina Alieva has been playing right now. She's been passing well, great block touches, blocking balls. Had an error, but they need a side out, and Aaron Fairs can get it for them if they need it.
Fairs experienced in 7 countries and right away into it. I hate that. You've been standing around for 40 minutes and you get set right away. Betty with the scoop. This time it's a dig. you can't get Betty twice. We keep proving that over and over again.
Oh, but a huge dig on the first one by Samantha Seliger-Swenson, but it's coming back. She's going to hit a different shot, move the ball around, do something else. She'll find a way to score.
Betty now with 6 kills. So Ferris to the line where she has excelled as a serving sub. Haven't seen a ton of her in long stretches of playing. We probably will here. And right away an ace.
So you see that ball? I mean, almost like it rose and moved left, and she strikes that ball right in the center. See the action on this thing. It moves, then it moves again. Cut right.
Grant another kill. So Nia Grant has 4 overall and has converted her last 3 opportunities.
She's available. They have a really good connection right now. Good rhythm with one another. Nia Grant, she's got a pretty big window. She can find the ball, see where it is. She's got really long arms, so she can make a lot of things happen up there.
Team Low extends their lead 38-34 in the overall after winning 26-24 in the first. Hunter, dump was coming from miles away there. Good matchup. De La Cruz versus Low. Ebony misses. Total miss contact. 13-10.
Dali Rosado, stand tight right here in the angle of a beautiful dig.
Betty outside, high off the block.
I'm telling you, I think she had a conversation with Kelly Hunter after that last play.
We saw part of it.
Set me every ball.
Deep corner, Simone Abbott, winner.
That's a big time swing. Simone Abbott going high and deep into that corner. Getting a nice deep approach off the net. So she's able to keep that ball in front of her and extend to the deep corner.
Perfect pass from Fairs. Overpass. Put away again. Team Low is winning those.
I tell you, there's a lot of heat coming at both teams. And right now, Team De La Cruz, a couple of those swings are unable to control on their side of the net. They can just take a little bit off of it. That's a couple of points on an overpass.
Team Low can convert this one. They'll go to the technical timeout with a 5-point lead.
Service error, Team De La Cruz. Substitution for Team Low, number 15, Nia Grant, back into the game.
Hunter to the line.
Kelly Hunter serving.
Remember, Hunter hitting the ball down the line started that run back.
She's got one of the best serves in the league.
That was the beginning of Team De La Cruz climbing back into set 1. This time it's a perfect pass, but a missed connection.
That was a weird play. It looked like she just kind of threw it up there almost because the pass was coming at her so fast. Tried to hang it up there for Molly McKay's, and maybe she wasn't quite sure which ball she was going to set.
Low, sharp angle. The net is moving. The ball didn't hit it.
I believe there was a net on that play.
And VA with a dig. Betty back the other way. I think we're looking at a challenge.
Namara's everywhere right now.
You're going to have to play it out. McClendon, and she might have been over.
She may have been. They're not going to challenge it, I don't believe.
No, nothing's gonna change on that now. 16-13. There's a good look at the net. Now it's academic. Doesn't matter as it was finished off by Deja McClendon. Another lead for Team Low. 16-13. Team Low with the 42-37 overall lead for their captain, Karsta Lowe. She's playing for nonprofit partner Step Up for Mental Health. She said she's had a lot of anxiety, not just related to volleyball, a lot of life choice anxiety. Here's Karsta on her partner.
I chose Step Up for Mental Health because achieving mental health has always been really close to my heart. I mean, it's something I've struggled with personally, and I've, suffered with a lot of anxiety my whole life. And I think since I've found more healing from it and working through it, it's something that I'd love to speak more about and be more open about and help whoever I can, because it's very pervasive and very common, so it affects so many people.
Just think it's so huge when the athletes speak up about mental health and the importance of it, and making it such that people aren't afraid to talk about it or feel like they have to hide it or can't get help for it. So I think it's super important when someone like Karsta Lowe, a member of the national team, and you're watching her in the professional league, talks about that, and she can support something that she's so passionate about.
An interesting journey for Karsta Lowe, walk on at UCLA, eventual Pac-12 Player of the Year and bronze medalist with Team USA. All in the span of about 5 years. De La Cruz on the right. Straight down from Molly McCage. She put the ceiling on top of that.
She really did. Got in a great position. As soon as she saw Kelly Hunter turn around and face that right side position, you see her get there, get set, hands on the ball. Molly McCage doing a nice job.
18-13 with that ace. That is Karsta Lowe's 4th ace of the year. 2 in 2 days now.
So she has a tough serve. She hasn't had a lot of aces, but it's a tough serve that always gets team out of system.
Their ace to error ratio was a little out of whack yesterday. It was 2 aces on 8 misses. That was their first ace tonight. Evan blasting.
I got Jamie Morrison off the bench. I heard him from up here.
Simone Boumbaye.
She is going for it. High and deep, some big swings.
19-13. Another block from McCage. 20-13.
Molly McCage has always been so good at reading the offense, seeing what's coming right in front of her, knowing when to commit, when to release.
A 5-0 run, 7-point lead in this set, 11 overall. Check that 9. Another good touch. Karsta. Count it. 10-point, 47-37. Gets the Unlimited Club in there, getting a little special view of the bench area. Another one of the benefits of you joining and supporting the league as a member of the Unlimited Club. AUProsports.com has you covered. Join now. 21-13. That one just missed. Yeah, that is special access right there that you can get as a member of the Unlimited Club. Even while the action is fast and furious on the court, you can get the fun interaction off the court. can also vote for MVPs and the Geico Defensive Player of the Year. AUProsports.com, click on Unlimited Club and buy in. Volleyball fans, the volleyball player in me, buy in. You've bought in with your feet to come to this match as a viewer on FS2. Now buy in with your actual dollars. This community has failed time and again to do so. The time for failure has passed. It is time for you to succeed and put in your money into this game. End of story. Don't write your excuses on the internet somewhere. 22-14, Team Low.
I love the fire.
But Cage nearly had another one. Where do you go? McClendon. She throws it through. And I don't know, a little bit of wilting going on the other side there after that play. They are being overwhelmed in this second set.
And it starts with the block of Molly McCage and the work at the net that makes things happen. The touches off the block. Rosado controlling the ball for the setter. I mean, everything, all the pieces are really working together and in unison right now for Team Low.
Tough serve, more confusion for De La Cruz. That ball was high enough for everyone to take a chance at it. The low block is all over the hitters. Karsten. Book it. A blowout in the second set, 24-14.
Tell you, this got away from them in a hurry.
Yeah, this is a crazy run. We're at 11-4. Set point. But Cage again. She's in the zone. McClendon off the block and out. A swift finish. I don't know if they're the blue wave this week. It has been in the past. Team De La Cruz has been taken out to sea in the second set, 25-14. A 2-set lead and a 51-38 for Team Low headed to the third.
Hi, I'm Lindsay Stalzer.
My name is Audi Cruz.
My name is Lauren Givmeyer.
Ebony Wanibale.
I'm Deja McClendon. I've been playing volleyball for 14 years.
As a female pro volleyball player, you deal with agents telling you how much you're worth or how much you're not worth.
Sometimes I feel like I'm not taken as seriously as an athlete as maybe some of the male athletes.
Specifically as a female, there's a lot of criticism about the way we look, the way we act.
We're making like the same effort and like the same sacrifice like as any other sport.
Equal pay, visibility, promotions. I want them to put us in the spotlight the same way they do the boys.
That's why I'm over the moon that we now have a pro volleyball league in the United States.
I love how Athletes Unlimited is finally giving us the chance to be seen nationally.
I think Athletes Unlimited has really opened the doors, and I hope that that continues in the future.
I see this league as the start of something really, really special.
Tonight's match is presented by Mariner Wealth Advisors. Welcome back to Dallas, Texas, where Team Low is in control. Between sets 2 and 3 gives us an opportunity to welcome in the founder of Hyper Ice, Anthony Katz. Hyper Ice is a company that strives to provide innovation to help you move better and the inspiration to have you reach your full potential. And Anthony joins us from sunny Southern California. Anthony, what inspired you to be a part of the softball season, now the volleyball season with Athletes Unlimited? What is it about their mission and your mission that go together?
I think the biggest thing was just, having a platform for professional volleyball and softball to exist in the United States. I mean, professional volleyball players, have to sacrifice a lot by, being away from their friends and family for, 8 or 9 months a year. And if you're on the national team, then you go right back into, playing for the national team, don't really have an off season. So I think when, this idea was presented to me, I felt, just as a great opportunity for, female athletes to have the ability to play a professional sport here in America. We have a WNBA, we have, women's professional soccer, and just, you know, with the high participation of volleyball and softball, it just made a lot of sense for us to support.
So Anthony, at the start of the Athletes Unlimited season, some of our athletes collaborated with you on an amazing piece highlighting women in sports. So why was that important to Hyperice, to highlight their stories?
You know, I just think in this day and age, brands have to stand for something else other than selling products. I think it's important that, you know, people know, you know, where Hyperice stands on, you know, different issues, and our support for women's athletics and equality. I feel that it wasn't really a hard decision. We've, you know, in the past, you know, want to be.
I think we're losing Anthony Katz there. Thank you, Anthony, for your involvement here with the league and everything you've done in the world of women's volleyball. Anthony's a longtime fan of women's volleyball. He and I met near a decade ago at the Women's Final Four. Volleyball. I forget what city we were in. All those blend together after a while.
They do,
yeah.
They do. And I know a few people that work with him as director of marketing, I believe. I don't want to get the title
Oh, yeah, he
wrong.
hires a ton of volleyball players.
Ashley Price works there.
So he's done a great job with that company, growing it with support from a lot of different people, and has applied that support to this league.
Well, you see the athletes, we walk by them all the time using all of their equipment, getting their bodies right and recovering. I mean, that's the biggest part is recovery is so huge for them. So thank you to Hyperice.
Yep, Venoms, Volts, Hypervolts, Normatex everywhere. Abbott outside as this third set is underway. Kevin Barnett alongside Selena Rockwell. It is 3-2 now. Team Low with the advantage.
And Team De La Cruz with another change of pace. They did that yesterday, and they've got Brianna Holman in.
There's a look at the Hypervolt in action.
Tell you, that's the best feeling, just getting those knots out and feeling that gun on that area where you need it, especially in the middle of a match. You can loosen some things up.
Abbott a little late to that one. High ball. Covered. What a job by Triple S. That one through the hands of McCabe. If you just joined us, we are in Dallas, Texas for our first match of a Sunday night on the final Sunday night. If you've been with us the weeks before, no, this is not Groundhog Day. This is happening. Your life does not depend on the whims of a marmot or a groundhog being dug out of the ground for some reason. It is completely within your hands here to come and enjoy our game each of Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. We have another day of action tomorrow. And one more match tonight. We'll be on FS2 again tonight with our second match, 7:30 p.m. in Central Time, where we are located in Dallas, Texas. We'll be back tomorrow night on CBS Sports Network for the conclusion of the very first season of Athletes Unlimited Volleyball.
You see Team De La Cruz with just a little more fire. They had that conversation where they're trying to play with a little more energy, a little more life.
They kind of had it sapped from them at the end of that second set.
Indeed.
It was taken. Kind of like an essence being stolen.
Triple S with another huge cover.
And Brianna Holman makes another appearance. So the same substitution pattern we saw last night goes into effect for Team De La Cruz. Holman came in and played well.
And she's all over the net right now. Some huge stuff, blocks that would be points if it weren't for Samantha Seliger-Swinson covering those balls.
Rosado soaks up that blast from the service line. And this one's off Holman out of bounds from McCage. 5-up.
Dolly Rosado has been so steady tonight. Just really just taking care of the ball, not doing anything super flashy, but the ball's coming to her. Hard serves are coming at her. controlling it right to the target.
Aaron Fair's pushed to the corner. Long approach pattern and an explosive kill.
Waiting to see that from Fair.
Defensive play of the game here, and it's been Rosado underneath a number of balls in the back row.
Well, she just reads so well and sees the game out in front of her.
Another back slide covered this time. McClendon. I think there's a net violation. Might want to fire up the challenges.
I thought I saw it as well. We might be the only ones.
I see no indication from Team Low that they're going to be challenging. It's 7-5.
Just trying to slow things down a little bit here. A lot of action coming at them right now from Team De La Cruz. Has got a little more life.
Team De La Cruz with some substantial work to do here in the third if they're going to come back for the overall. That one is long, and the lead grows back to 12, 57-45. Number 100 points still available, a crucial 100 points in those team points here in our third set. Can absolutely whipsaw the standings. Team Low down 1 here in the third early. We know Carstelot is chasing. And after that last set, eclipsing Bethania De La Cruz would be my guess. And in fact, that is the case. Big block from Nia Grant.
Hey, Aaron Fairs is taking some monster swings on the outside. Big swings here, but look at that. Nia Grant getting there all the way to the pin. Closing that block and get her hands there, finishing into the court.
Overpass kill. They've taken care of every single overpass opportunity here. Team Low. Carstelot, 3,415 points to 3,383 right now for Bethania De La Cruz. So into second place goes the opposite, wearing blue. OT. You don't have to hit it hard every time.
You don't. No, just put it in the right spot. Nice set by Kelly Hunter, flinging it back there. Tiffany Wannabu.
Grant is stopped by Sambothi.
Well, Sambothi reads this play early, sees Nia Grant coming in for that 31, makes a move. See her make that move, dive into that area of the court. A nice job reading that play.
Down the line, winner.
Now that's a perfect set. That's a perfect ball. Right speed, exactly where she needs it to hit that ball fast down the line. See all that line available. She's able to find it and hit it.
You're Samantha Silliger-Swenson and Team Low. You're looking at a possible sweep if you take this third set. 180 team points. We have seen how that can really move everybody up in the standings. Fairs blowing up Silliger-Swenson. Aaron Fairs coming off an ACL in 2019. Looks good right now.
She looks good, and she's not afraid to swing. She doesn't care. I got blocked. I'm going to swing just as hard on the next ball. Just move it somewhere else.
Fairs has 5 aces on just 5 errors. Serving has been the bulk of her work throughout the season. Bethania. That one missed connection to McClendon.
Nice touches at the net. see Betty De La Cruz smiling a little bit up there with Taylor Sambuthi. Nice to see them loosen up a little bit here.
Blocking down Simone Abbott. They came in looking for balance in their attacking. Felt like Carstello hitting 210 yesterday was not good enough in terms of percentage. Abbott hit 220. Both those numbers seem just short of what this team needs.
Just a little bit for sure, but they are stepping it up today.
Abbott's hitting the high 300s as that one is chipped off the block for a winner. Everybody's numbers are up. McCage, who hit 0, is 5 for 12. Been blocked once, hit one ball out of bounds. McClendon is 10 for 29, so she's having a rebound match. Carstello, 10 of 34. So she's about where she was yesterday in terms of efficiency, having getting blocked twice and hit one ball out. But pretty good balance for Team Low. Nice stab by Triple S. Net violation ends at Molly McCage. Getting the question, did you?
Yes. Yes, I did. Don't challenge it. That'll be a waste of time. But a nice play by Kelly Hunter. Throwing that ball down, drawing her in.
Abbott, 30-foot set. And that ball 30 feet off the block.
That was a nice set by Simone Abbott all the way across the court to Carstello.
13-11. Covered for the moment. Oh, McCage. McCagey.
Knew you were going to say it. I almost said it before you. McCagey. Smart play by Molly McCage. It was nice to see her parents giving a shout out during a little break. Denise McCage, a big fan, always been at every single match at Texas.
Well, it's been mentioned by a couple of the players as that ball stays alive. Nice quick move by Abbott. Oh, the second one isn't there. Yeah, so many of the parents are dying to come watch these matches. For many, it's been a long time since they were able to be in the stands.
That's hard. Now they're in the States and they can't be in the stands. That's tough. It's been really tough on everyone.
Samantha Silliger, Swenson's mom, saying, "Can't I just get the shield?
Right?
How do I get the shield?
What do I need to do?"
Not sure if that's exactly what she sounds like.
No, I don't think so.
Abbott. Oh, finds open floor. Got Trent Dilfer checking in from Nashville. He's the head football coach at Lipscomb Academy there, and his daughter attends Lipscomb University, plays for Brandon Rosenthal.
Hi, Trent.
So he's watching some of the most skilled athletes in the world play AU Pro Sports Volleyball. So great that there is now a professional league in the USA. Yeah, maybe we get Maddie sometime soon.
That's awesome.
Thanks for checking in, Trent.
Ebony Wannabu heating up a little bit here, giving her more looks, more swings, which is what they need. Continue to work the ball around with some balance.
Yeah, Wannabu's having a rebound match now, 11 kills. Ball's way too tight. The jump bump, nearly a boop.
A boop?
Yeah, bump kill. It's a boop. McClendon blocked. Yeah, a boop, if you don't know, is a bump kill. It didn't happen there. De La Cruz up 3.
just like Kansas, ripping through it like a tornado. No, nothing is safe.
The intense competition of Athletes Unlimited Volleyball can also be fun. It's not very fun for Ebony Wanabu right now. Her team down 10, although leading in this set. Talked to a lot of players about a time of reflection in their career and how it affected that journey. Here is Ebony Wanabu with our Believe You Will.
My redshirt junior year at Texas, we were down against BYU to go to the Final Four 7-12, 13. So Texas has a history of just going to the Final Four every year, and that year it looked like we weren't going to. So I kind of had to push aside that fear and realize that there was something much bigger going on and just play for my teammates.
Ebony has just played for her teammates here. She is just 500 points back of Karsta Lowe, ranked 3rd and 6th overall.
Well, it's been a battle between all of the opposites. Have been playing so well, and it's been fun to watch them. Of course, what they're doing offensively and at the net, but defensively as well. That's just been one of the biggest things that's impressed me the most. Certainly with Karsta Lowe and Ebony Wanabu, of course, Shayla Castro as well, but all of them playing phenomenal defense along with what they're doing at the net.
We can make a whole highlight tape of Ebony Wanabu, one right and left-handed stabs out of that right back. Karsta Lowe digging in and playing her tip responsibility well in this one. If you've been following along, glad you're with us here. 3rd set action of match 1 on FS2. We still have 1 to go after this. That one was long. It'll be Team Hunter, pardon me, Team King. Going back a week ago.
Yeah.
Team King taking on Team Larson in our 2nd match of the evening. But we have to finish this one in the 3rd set now. 65-54 Team Lowe trying to come back in the 3rd and sweep the 180 points. Holman, that ball's way up in the air. Abbott is quick. Steph block McClendon.
What a play by Team Lowe.
A little giddy up.
Oh, man, a big dig by McCage that's going out. But how quick is Simone Abbott chasing this ball down, and McClendon lining up perfectly on this ball.
Serve onto that play misses. 17-15 as they crept one closer. If they can keep this side out part of the game going.
Team De La Cruz needing this set, needing these 40 points.
Holman well long, so it is again a 1-point set. They're having fun on the Team Lowe side. Here's the rotation again.
This is it.
Both teams have been good with the setters at the line. Bears was there early, didn't matter.
Nope, little hang time, waited on it. Last off the block, Aaron Ferris really taking advantage of this opportunity to come in and play, pass that first ball well. Going hard and adding a lot of value right now for Team De La Cruz.
Aaron Ferris came in hitting 0 on the year, but not really a reflection of her. She was in and out, in and out. Tough to judge anyone's percentage on that. That ball is long, and Ferris right now is hitting right about 350 efficiency. (19-16) Team De La Cruz. As we have another challenge. So we're looking for some action there on that McClendon swing. Would be either a touch of the net or
I believe they
a touch.
I believe they called it out, and Karsta Lowe challenged that there was a touch by the block, so we'll see.
There it is. Left hand to Hunter. Bang, ring finger.
There it is. See that little thing move? It's flailing in the wind. It's not, is it? I'm not sure. Sorry, everyone. Deja wasn't even quite sure. They see them joking across the net. Hunter was like, I know I touched it.
And now Hunter's free to get that thing back in line, that left ring finger. That puts McLennan on the line. Her team down 1. They have already won the overall quite soundly. They're just looking for the 40 points here in the total sweep. They're already 140 in. Nice high swing from Abbott. Sambothi was charging. Carstello, thank you very much. There you go, hit everything. Love
it. Why not? That wasn't even a high ball. That was weird.
The shoot said she likes it fast. Just shoot it right at her.
It was actually a perfect tempo for her. You're absolutely right.
Thank you, Kelly Hunter. Now there's a play you never see, ever. From 8 feet off the net. That's where a coach holds his or her breath. No! Oh, okay.
All right.
Way to go. Rosado ducks it and it pops up.
Nice easy play by Kelly Hunter, disguising that with both hands, getting that left hand up. Kelly Hunter is so effective with her attacking at the net.
Perfect pass. And a beautiful delivery from Triple S to Simone Abbott. And yes, Selena Rockwell, Vicky.
Oh, Mom.
Mom has checked in. Yes, I want to be in the Shield. Watching right now.
Sorry, Vicky.
At Lima, what am I going to do until next AU season?
Oh, great to hear from you.
Struggle like the rest of us. That's
yeah,
the answer.
exactly.
All right, 19 all. So Team Low did the hard work to get back to 19. Can they get back in the lead? That's the question. Tolliver with the miss there. Just looking for this set. It would be a perfect 180. And a 1-1 record on the weekend for Team Low.
And a huge amount of points for Carstello in particular.
Another ace for Taylor Sambothi. That's number 2 of this match. Timeout called just like that. Taylor Sambothi looks to send her team to a plus 40 in the third. They lead.
Hi, Blaine.
What's up?
What are you doing out here?
Living the dream, waiting for some action.
Living the dream.
This is Blaine. He's one of our line judges who does an awesome job, by the way. I've never seen someone so enthusiastic about the lines.
Hey.
How's your experience been with AU so far?
It's best. I've been waiting like 10 years to referee this level of women's volleyball, so.
Shoot,
Yeah.
well that's a long time.
It's a long time, yeah. Made it, finally, yeah.
I can't wait to see you, what'd you say, in the World Championships? That's your goal, right?
I want to work a Final Four.
Final Four.
Yeah, we'll see, fingers crossed. Let's
We'll
go.
see you there.
Put in work
He's the
for it.
best. Hire this guy if you need linesmen.
And he's a fan of the U.
No, I'm just cruising through the city. A couple chicks with me.
Okay, don't mind if I do.
They got plenty of rock. What's up for the night?
Clara Michael. She's not happy about that one. Oh, look at our officials: Michelle Prater, Devaney McClarty, Sherry Banwart, and of course Blaine Halberstadt, who he'll stretch it out too. You'll catch him. He's going to get limber first, and you talked to him yesterday.
I did. He made his way up here, and he was talking about. I think it was Mom was watching, and I was commenting on his technique and how focused he is. I tell you what, he will move out of the way, but he stares at that long. He is not going to miss a call. I respect how he calls the lines.
Abbott, inside winner. If you're going to leave that sharp angle open, Simone Abbott He's going to crack one off for you.
I tell you what, they even moved that block in a little bit. They probably could have moved it in just a hair more, but that took advantage, saw the open spot on the court, got her feet all the way there, and that's the key to getting on top of that ball.
De La Cruz. Oh, she can go inside the block too.
I haven't seen that sharp wrist away inside the block from her in a little bit.
22-20, Team Low running out of time to get back here.
She's still having fun, enjoying the game of volleyball. It's so amazing having the opportunity to get to know Betania De La Cruz.
Now, I think you and Jeff are headed to Dominican Republic to stay with Betania.
100%.
That ball called on the ground there. Bomb to fair. Isaias De La Cruz.
Yep. Yes, we are going to take a trip and hang out with my new friend, Betania De La Cruz.
22-21. That ball was in. It was going to drop. Holman through the block and down. Looked like it was through Triple S there. With his hand on the help.
Brianna Holman just so quick off the floor. Her speed off the floor is good. Her arm is fast as well.
Boy, if Betania could cut the ball from the service line, that would be deadly too.
Oh.
She's good at backing people up. Joust popped up. Is there a swing to be had? No. Brianna Holman making a difference.
A couple of nice back-to-back plays in that rally for Brianna Holman. Strong with the joust at the net. Quick transition play for her as well.
Hope Uniqua Session is enjoying her daughter pounding balls on one side. Team Low leads Team De La Cruz in the overall. They've taken that, but it is Team De La Cruz who has a set point, 24-21 here in set 3. Our Geico Defensive Player of the Year award is in doubt. Here are the 3 nominees.
All so very good and so different. Obviously, we have 2 defensive players, liberos, and Kristen Tupac, Nomaris Velez-Agosto, who has been #1 statistically. But Kristen Tupac, I tell you, she has gotten better and better every single week, playing phenomenally. But Molly McCage at the net, that's what we're seeing tonight. She blocks, she can block anything. She moves so well laterally. I put a question on my Instagram, said, who do you got? And we're about even right now with my followers.
All right, $5 grand on the line. This set on the line right now with this serve. Low off the block or off the net, that's the question. And off the block is the call. Betania De La Cruz wants to challenge it.
The last play will be under review.
Devaney McClarty with the match on the line. As it's called, we're going to continue at 24-22.
I think they were looking for a touch was called, and Betania De La Cruz is arguing that call.
Yeah, there's Aaron Fairs at the net, and that ball clearly off of Fairs. You don't get that kind of an angle.
Now that hit her right arm and
yeah,
ricocheted out. Yeah.
This should be a short review. But you have them, why not use them? And I think that got her arm.
And her head?
And her head.
Yeah. It got both. It's a big sight out here.
They've scored with McCage at the line several times tonight. Molly's been part of that defense. Second set point opportunity for De La Cruz. Roll shot, Fairs, Abbott under it. Converted. No. Out of bounds and over. 25-22. No challenge from Team Low. A set salvaged. Back to Dallas shortly. Athletes Unlimited Volleyball on Fox Sports is sponsored by Guaranteed Rate. (73-63) the victory for Team Low in the overall. A salvage in the third set, 25-22 for Team Dela Cruz to get themselves plus 40 points. Back inside Fair Park Coliseum. We're going to write some big moments into this book. There needs to be a history in here, Salima Rockwell.
There should be, but there's going to be an overall champion with their name forever inscribed in that book of Unlimited.
Coming up next, Bree King takes on Jordan Larson. Their teams will come in both at 1-1.
Well, this is going to be an exciting match. Again, so much on the line. Bree King and her team trying to make a push here to get a little bit closer and higher up on that leaderboard.
Yeah, check that. 1-0 is what I meant to say. They both won yesterday. They come in undefeated on the weekend, 8:30 p.m. Eastern on FS2. We're going to take a quick break, but we'll be back with you shortly. For Salima Rockwell and our entire crew, Kevin Barnett saying we will see you in a moment. 73-63, Team Low with a hard-fought win.